Good morning, guys. Today's Friday, and that means Fantastical Fridays. So I just wanted to start off really quickly, now that I'm feeling better and I have done what I told you how to do. I believe it was last week or the week before, the like little shadow boxes and stuff like that. Here's one of mine. I put my Hello Kitty pins that I wanted to display. I'm going to use these to like slip little notes and stuff with paper clips and other such odds and ends. And yeah, I can stick like little notes through the sides of the pins and stuff if I want to, but I think I'm just going to keep it because I like this, only because I really like Hello Kitty, and I like to be able to see the pins and stuff like that. So that's the first one I did. The second one I did with my zombie pins, so I did it like this, black. I glued and cut out the cork on the inside of the frame. It fit perfectly against the glass for this one. Just inside of the edge of the frame, it fit perfectly, so it's completely flush. So you can see I got the pins on the side, and then here is where I'll stick all my notes and odds and ends and stuff like that. Now, I had found an old frame that was all scuffed on the sides. So what I decided to do for this one is to actually, there's cork underneath here, but I covered it in fabric. So I actually took the back off. I folded the fabric over, similar to how you would kind of upholster a chair. You pull it really tight, and I left the glass inside this one again, so it gave it a bit more structure and something to glue it against. The cork, I mean. And what I did with the fabric is I just taped down the edges as I was going along, because I knew I'd be covering it back up, and that way everything kind of stayed in place so that I could put the cover back on afterwards. And yeah, so I just what I did is you're gonna have probably a hard time seeing this, but oh, maybe not. Over here on this side, where's my finger here? Okay, where those little pieces come, the little tabs come up when you fold it over to keep this in place. I just poked it through the fabric, so that way it actually helped to pull all the fabric snug. So yeah, all three of these took me about 10 to 15 minutes tops to make. So overall, very successful, fun little DIY project. Now, I don't have it. Actually, I'm going to run and go grab it, only because it's very, very cute. And I apologize for all the like chaos and mess back here. I've been trying to sort through it all, but with running back and forth to the hospital to visit my sick uncle, a lot of things have been sort of being left to the wayside. Anyhow, I had some scrap cork left over, and I've been making jewelry out of old like used guitar wires. So I used some of my scrap guitar wire and I attached some ribbon to it, and what I'm going to use this for is actually, and I will demonstrate it right now, is to take the studs, like my little stud earrings that I wear, and actually stick them through the back like so. And that way you've got your very own cheap, simple, like fastest DIY project ever earring holder. So you could even use the bottom for your hanging earrings if you wanted to do so, or as well, you could hang some from this top little wire here, and voila, you'll have a whole slew of them. You can make them big, you can make them small. To be honest, if you're the kind of person who tends to lose your backings, I've recently actually thought of just putting all my backings into one huge container and just use backings as I need them, and make yourself something similar to one of these and just have all of your earrings all here, because you can just stick them right through like push pins, right? And another quick thing in regards to the push pins and stuff like that, if you have earrings that are mismatched or like you can't find the you know, the spouse of the other one, so to speak, what you can do is either one, put them aside and keep them in like a mismatched pile, and that way you can actually make a new pair of earrings out of the mismatched, because sometimes a lot of people, or like a lot of jewelry designers and stuff like that, they actually have like asymmetrical you know, earrings, or they'll actually have, like Betsy Johnson, for example, has a set of earrings that they're all mismatched, and you wear like mismatched earrings together, but they are like a theme or something like that, or they're all one color, or whatever the case. So don't be afraid to wear them mismatched. And also, if you're not a huge fan of wearing them mismatched, you could use them as push pins, or you could break off the stem of it, or the post of it, sorry, and use it in an art project of some kind. You could, you know, glue it to the center of a flower. You could glue it as you know, as an embellishment to something. You could incorporate it into a new piece of jewelry. I mean, the possibilities are endless as long as you use your imagination. Okay, so what I was really going to show you guys today, other than all that stuff from past projects, I don't know if any of you guys still come across these, but those pant clips that hold your pants. Hi, Devin. Are you gonna wave? That hold your pants at the stores. They come on like usually like a plastic piece, and then this is on it so that it can hook to the actual like top hanger sort of thing. Anyways, long story short, I broke these pieces off and I use them as little clips. Sometimes I will actually like glue stuff all over it and make it into like a weird hair clip. A lot of times though, I'll just use them to hold scarves, or I will use it to I believe I've put it on a hanger before to hold pants, because this particular one was from my son's. So obviously, if I kept it on the plastic, it's not gonna hold my pants up. So you just slip it onto the hanger and voila. And then this part I like to use, again, you can slip a scarf through it. I think, what else have I used it for? I think I've used it as a bubble wand to blow bubbles with my kid. Yeah, this one isn't as useful, but you could definitely still find a couple of random things to do with it. So anyhow, always think about what you can do with something before you throw it away, because there's so much that we throw away or that we recycle in a year that can be reusable, that's actually very functional, but we just have to open our imaginations and open our minds a little bit and think outside the box. Because, you know, a spaghetti sauce jar, for example, yeah, it's a spaghetti sauce jar, but once the label comes off of it, now it's just a jar. And a lot of times, you know, they'll be embellished with things, or there'll be like a texture on the glass itself, so you know, it can be reused to do some kind of a hostess gift or a jam, or you know what I mean. Like, just keep in mind that things can be reused, and we are so wasteful that I really like to make everything that I can. So if even when it comes to clothing and literally anything, jewelry, you name it, if I think I can make it, I will always try to do that first, and then if I can't, then I'll go and buy it, or depending on what it is. Like, granted, if it's some kind of like extravagant, you know, shoe, or like some crazy shirt, or you know, something that I know will either cost me way more to make myself than it would be to just go and buy it, especially at some of those inexpensive shops like Ardennes, for example. And sometimes it's just nice to buy myself a little treat. So granted, I don't make everything, but stuff is so easy to make. You just have to, you know, you just have to sit down and kind of de-stress and focus and just, you know, put your mind to it, and you can figure out a way to make up anything, literally anything. So anyhow, hopefully you guys, Holy cannoli, I cannot talk today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I feel like there was something else that I was supposed to show you, but I can't think of it, and I don't have any notes today. So, that's that, folks. I'm going to try and post an extras video for you this week because I've been so, like, crazy stressed and running around like a chicken with my head cut off, and I finally got my course in the mail, so I started my course yesterday. So, and now I've got even more to do. Thankfully, my uncle is on the mend, and he was transferred to a different hospital to recover before he goes home. So I will have more time to do this stuff and my homework and take care of that guy without messes being left everywhere when they shouldn't be. So anyhow, I digress about things you probably don't even care about. So have a great day. If I don't see you guys tomorrow, then I will post a new episode of Hot and Fresh Off the Press on Sunday, so stay tuned for that, if not for something fantastical tomorrow. So, have a great day, guys. Hopefully it's a lot sunnier and brighter than it is here in Ottawa. Bye for now.